Wait. Before we start, I want to go ahead and say hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to leave a comment at the end of this podcast. I really appreciate all those who've been here on support lately. But be sure to share this with your friends, your family, anyone that might like this. Get the word around, please. We really could use your help and your support in this channel. Corvo is a great guy. Grumpy is kind of going through hard times right now, so be sure to give him some love and show your support in the channel. And as always, much love, y'all. Back to the show. Bye! Alrighty then. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the BearThoughts podcast. We do this every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Central PD time here at the BearThoughts channel. I hope you're enjoying here live. If you are not here and you're watching the VODs, do me a favor and go hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Next week, I'm actually thinking about Corvo. I didn't talk about this prior. Thinking about just going back to the old format just for a week and just see how everything goes and see how everybody does. And, you know, let's see if everybody will be interested. Our topic pieces are fun to do, but it's not getting very much people involved and not many people leaving comments down below of who their favorite. But hopefully today somebody leave their thoughts on who their favorite girls from anime and video games will be. Their list of females that like to see. Of course, if anybody's wondering, you know, where's the men's side of this topic piece? Well, that's last week. You go watch it. Have fun.
But they didn't do a very good job of it.
Oh, I think I did a great job because I didn't choose a very big list this week or last week. So.
No, but you were very much self-serving.
What? Choose the characters I would like if I was a female?
Mr. Baldy. Mr. Clean.
Hey, y'all brought Mr. Clean, and I brought up only one bald person or two people.
Two. Mr. Clean, sweetheart.
It doesn't
No.
matter.
He did.
I did.
He did. I said. I didn't bring up if that was a video game or a anime. That was.
I made the comment that he had popped off a couple of bald characters, and I was like, so you're going for the Mr. Clean look.
Two.
We're bald. That's why I said self-serving.
No, that just
There
says.
was supposed to be men that he found attractive.
And he finds himself attractive.
Yes, but bald men can be attracted too.
All right. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Sounds like she just didn't want me to choose bald men because she don't find bald men sexy.
I disagree because I do find Mr. Clean ironically very sexy.
Well,
the point is that you mostly, almost only pick bald men.
Oh my God.
That is what makes it self-serving.
Yes, can we please get to the women here?
Okay, I don't want to hear shit from you, mister. I have a way longer list for women than I had.
I do. I won't lie and say I don't. I'm an honest asshole.
So don't even try me. So
But,
you guys did very poorly on your main one. End story.
nah, I think we did great. In your opinion.
I've heard other people say different.
Well, okay, but anyway, so this week will be female, of course, and mine would be very much long. I'm only choosing characters that I find like the top echelon, and I'm not choosing women, again, just like last week, that are not purely on their looks, but what they bring to the table for me, whether it be looks, personality, or traits. That means pretty much anything goes outside of my usual repertoire of women that I would actually choose in real life because, let's be real here, most video games and most anime don't really choose or make characters thicker than a snicker. They usually make them very healthy, which is, it's a norm. It's one of those things that you just see all too often, and I'm not going to, hate on them for not making thick characters. There's two of them on, two if you really count them as thick, but in my mind, they're not really thick women. But let's just go off of it. So I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna just say the most, I think one of the more iconic female characters that I think me and Corvo would agree upon in almost every facet, even though, okay, let's just say this one just oozes sensuality, sexuality. She's an epitome of sexy when it comes to how she portrays herself, how she carries herself. And of course, that is Bayonetta from the Bayonetta games. You cannot tell me, even if you are a man that's like them thick or like them skinny, that there's nothing about this woman that will not attract you. My cat's literally biting my toes right now. You little turd. Stop. And just Bayonetta, long black hair, carries herself and walks like she talks with full on gusto, no shame, all pride. She knows what she is, and she knows what she has is just dead sexy. Even though she's a skinny woman, in a lot of ways, she still just has that era of come get you some tiger.
Listen, she got it in the right places. That's all it counts.
uh
That accent, oh my goodness.
oh yeah, accents. I said last week, accents were definitely a big reasons why I searched a lot of the male characters because accents to me are a little boring, right? Like you get used to it, but in my mind, it don't matter. It's one of the first scenes. It's one of the first scenes. It's like you go meet somebody. One of the first things you notice is their looks and how they talk. Like that's the first thing you notice. It's like looks. You hear them talk. You're like, ho, hi, hello. Yeah, that's how are you? Like, yeah, that's like that's the first thing. So, and then
Listen, man, that accent don't get old. Shut up.
it might get old, yes, but it's the first thing you notice. So it is something that if I would get with,
So
I
you're
don't.
just gonna jump off the rip with Bayonetta. So
Yeah,
Bayonetta off.
Bayonetta is just it's a surface level, or even maybe below, like maybe the tip of the iceberg. We still got water. We got like it's like iceberg. We still got a whole little iceberg below the water surface level, wait to be unleashed. But I'm starting out with the big gun because everybody's gonna call for that one.
All right. Okay. We're just gonna rip the Band-Aid off of Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Right. So here's another video game character.
Okay.
That a lot of people may not realize because the game is older, the graphics are a little old. But if you look at the art that's supposed to portray this character,
Yes.
she is fine. Her name was Rain.
Rain.
From Blood Rain.
Okay.
And she had no bouts about being sexy in the way she talked.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, she would be killing enemies in the game, and she said, "Shh, baby, the neighbors are awake."
Oh.
This chick she knew she was hot.
Mm-hmm.
She knew she was badass, and she didn't really care if you knew she knew.
She didn't care, like oh, you don't like the way I dress? Don't care. I'm still rocking it, high heels and all. I'm sure, right? Maybe
because I can tell by your face you have not seen this character.
I can easily Google up Rain from
Blood Rain.
Blood Rain.
And look at the character, not the actual gameplay. The like some art of this character or something.
Okay.
Or the image that's portrayed like on the box leaf.
Actually, yeah, I played this game. I actually had the first one still on the PS1.
Yep.
I remember her. I loved her Tonfas. Yeah, she definitely was okay. It's either the skirt or the regular outfit, which I like the regular outfit, but personally, the skirt was very nice. But I love the game. I played the first one. I don't think I played this Blood Rain 2.
I did. I played both.
I played Blood Rain 1 because I had the money to buy that one. It's actually one of my first games after the PS.
I even watched the B-rated movies they made after that game.
B-rated?
Yeah, I would say B-rated because they never went to the theater. They were never big and popular. They were just something that just kind of come out underneath the
radar.
Down low.
Yeah.
And if you were in, you were in, and if you wasn't, you didn't know shit.
Okay, I definitely remember this thing, and I had a lot of fun. The gameplay was great, I think. So that was definitely a thing, but I do not remember the voice line like, "Shh, darling, the neighbor's awake." I do not remember that voice line at all. Might have been in text, because I don't know if they had voice lines in video games. Okay. I don't remember.
I remember killing someone one time and her doing the same line, but she changed it up a little bit. So she goes, "Shh, darling, you'll wake the neighbors."
Ah, okay. So everybody does not know this. I'll give you an idea of this character. She's a redhead vampire, very tall and sleeky, wearing pretty much leather clothing. It looks like leather. And
I poured it on her.
Toit. It's just like Bayonetta, very, very toit. But okay, I'm gonna jump into an anime character, and this is now like my new waifu in anime. Like I used to have like this character. She's adorable but scary at the same time, and I am down for it. And it's from the new anime Spy X Family, and her name is Yoi Forger. She is a assassin, in this series, and she has a bit of elegance to herself. She doesn't wear like skin tight clothing. She doesn't wear like she doesn't show off her body like she's trying to entice men. She's adorable. She's cute. She's even cute when she's drunk, but don't piss her off because she's protective. And she's like a complete badass when it comes to like an idea of like this is the kind of woman that you would be asking her to protect you. It's like, yeah, honey, save me. Okay. And then she would just like this wreck house. She's adorable. Anybody watch the series Spy X Family? It is definitely worth it, in my opinion. One of my I don't know if it's my this season favorites, but it's pretty high up on the list of what is going on right now. And Corvo, you want to look her up? WOR Forge. I don't know how to pronounce her first name. And she is, oh, especially the last episode, she was wearing like this, I don't know, this like cute little mom dress get up going on. And she got drunk. And they were playing make believe that her daughter was, or her adopted daughter was getting kidnapped. And she went rampage mode. I'm like, oh, hi. Don't know why I'm finding this attractive right now, but I am. What? He's at my feet again, biting my toes.
Huh. Okay, I could definitely see where you went here.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely waifu.
Now, my next one will be a hybrid between a video game and an anime, because this character appears in both.
Yeah, okay.
Carmilla.
Carmilla. Oh, okay.
So, Carmilla, Castlevania.
Okay.
Female, basically, if it hadn't been for Dracula, she'd have been running the damn show. Okay.
True.
This woman, when she walks, you know shit has just got real, and it's either gonna be really, really good or really, really bad. There's no gray area.
Yeah.
Like, she either likes you and you're okay, or she hates you and you're probably going to die. One of the two. But either way, she's gonna look damn good while both events happen.
I actually like me. If I would have chosen from that series, it would have been the redhead vampire. I like that she's like, yeah, you're my puppet now. I'm like, yes, please.
You want the little nibble on the neck and the ring.
Yeah, sure, why not? You know what? But Carmilla, yeah, she's a very, very attractive woman. Very tall and lanky though. You know, again, not my usual type of thing, but a woman I would be scared of though. Like she was imposing. She was very imposing, and I don't know. I heard a little sweetness with my spice. She was all spice.
You know me. I'm all about the spice.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, so next one will be I'm gonna go for another anime character. This one's from a anime. I'm sure, Corbo, you may not watch this yet, but you've seen a figurine of her that I printed before from Overlord. That's why I have a figurine of her. And that would be a succubus known as Albedo or Albedo. ALBE or yeah, BE, yeah, Albedo. BO. ALBEDO. Albedo. She is. I don't know. Okay. I don't think I have a fetish for black hair. I don't think I do. But, like, so far, black hair is on my list of, like, I'm liking it. Long, black hair. Another woman that is not shy of herself.
I started watching Overlord. I know exactly who you are. And hey, he was bitching about tweaking the code, motherfucker. I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
The code, he acts like that towards me. All the rest of y'all can take a vacation.
I would be I'd be amiss to say I wouldn't be the skeleton in that situation when it comes to like try to stay on the air of my character. Like, nope, I'm breaking roleplay today. Roleplay's gone. We are. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we doing this. I'm skin and bones, or I'm delicious just bones. Somebody's gonna get one. So it's she's just again one of those women that she knows she's beautiful. She can be elegant, but she's also I don't know, her bit of aggressiveness, like overly affection. It's also something I can find in somebody. Like sometimes I don't mind a woman be a little bit head over heels. I don't know. I find that I can find being desired so much. So if my wife would like for a month or so, just constantly, grab onto me and would want me and desire, I don't know if I would be amiss to say I didn't have a good time in that. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's for a month, I will be happy for it. If it was all the time, I would be great. It'd be awesome. But we don't have that kind of relationship. But she's all about the main character, and of course, she has very good assets to her. She's also a badass. Another character in female character in anime that's just badass. Her English voice actor isn't that bad either. I don't know if I prefer the English or the Japanese. It's one of
Sure either.
like I like the voice actors for both of them, but
Yeah.
having a good hada hada is also very attractive. It's just that voice when you do that, it just oh my god, melt me in your hands right now, please. I am your slave.
Okay. So I'm gonna reach into a game now, and you knew this one was coming at some point.
Yes.
We're gonna pull the Raiden Shogun out of here. Yes, we just pull her to the forefront because something.
Black hair.
There is nothing about this chick that doesn't scream, "I'll wax your boots." You know,
I'll lick your boots. I got the wax. Ah!
there you go. So, I mean, this woman is good with a pole. She's good with a sword. I mean, she thinks hard, and the sky thunders.
Yes, but she's like she has those eyes. It's just like down boy. Yes, mommy. Seriousness of eyes, and you just don't want to fuck with her. It's like, what do you say, ma'am?
And the other side of it is she also has a bit of a childish quality to her too, because there's so many things that she didn't experience while she was stuck in her little bubble. That almost makes you want to go. I can help you with that. I can help
I
you.
can fix you. Let me show you a whole new world.
Yeah.
Where's my carpet ride? Wait, you're the Ragged Shogun. Can we ride a cloud? Yeah, Ragged Shogun is definitely a character. For me in the Genshin Impact, I'm gonna come up right behind you real quick. These are pretty quick, easy ones. And of course, everybody, it should not be a secret at all. Mine would clearly be Mona and almost every single facet. But Noelle is a close runner-up. Just hit 18 first, and then we'll talk. But Mona is just great. She has a lot of properties. I told my wife about her money problem though, and she's like, "Oh, so she has a problem keeping money and keeping rent up." I'm like, "Yeah, like kind of like you." I'm like, "Fuck you." I don't get a lot of money. Twitch don't pay me very much, and YouTube don't give me nothing. So, if you would help this broke man out, be sure to subscribe and tell your friends about the channel, please.
Okay. All right. So you bring the Mona. Got it. I clearly knew that was coming.
It's a quick and you know
It's a quick and easy one.
another black hair, 2 black hairs. Who would thought? We like what am I like 5 or 4 black hairs now?
I don't know. You're
I gotta do what I gotta do to get back to my human form. You know what I need to know. So I'm a deal. And but when she got back to her regular self, I don't know, man. I feel like she was maybe going, okay, well, I'm not a princess right now that I'm back to it, and I gotta go back to my normal life of being a proper princess. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
I mean, the other side of it is think about it. Unless it was something that was directly linked to to Ganon, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to oppose her. Her fucking hair dominated most of everything. I mean, she
yes,
just beat your ass with her hair. She didn't even get off the dog. She's like, "Oh, you're in my way. Get the fuck out of my way." You know.
her powers were her hair. All right, so I'm going to go back to I don't know if the image ever pulled up or not. No, it did not. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to an anime, and this will be my I guess you might say my first actual thick chick in anime. I'm glad they're finally bringing up some girls with a little bit more meat on their bones, and that's Remy from My Hero Academia. I got back there that I 3D printed. This character, if you do not know, if you've not watched My Hero Academia, she's one of the top leaders in the hero society. She is one of the best heroes. She's one of the strongest heroes, and all her powers is she has the speed, the agile, and the jumping and strength of a rabbit in a human body. So she's a bunny girl, an actual bunny girl, and she's feisty. Like she's all about that pound, if you know what I'm saying. She likes fighting. She's chipper. She has a good way of thinking. I think in her back of her head. She don't let the world get her down. She smiles. and she loves what she does. She happy she does it. And if somebody's a bad guy, like yes, I'm gonna kick your ass. You're a bad guy. That's all I know. You're a bad guy. I'm okay. I'm gonna kick your ass. That's it. And I find that even though later on in the series, spoiler wording, warning, spoiler warnings, warning. She loses an arm or leg, and I still don't care. Don't care. She's still
Alright,
attractive.
so now I'm gonna throw to an anime. It's called Guilty Crown.
I know that
The name
one.
is Inori. Inori.
Mm. Oh
Let me
yeah.
let me
Okay.
tell you something. If they I'll pull what weapon she wants me to pull. Where you want me to reach, baby?
Yeah. Nori is Guilty Gear has a lot of females in that series of video games and anime. That is. Oh, I don't know if you want to mess with some of the girls because some of them are literally dangerous to mess with. It's kind of like messing with a succubus. Like they're beautiful to look at, but you might die. Well, you pretty much are gonna die if they get their sights on you. But Inori is definitely one of those girls that I would be treading that line. As you well know, I have a figurine from a Guilty Gear character, uh Dozy. Um, I always get her name I was getting her name wrong because I always forget if it's I or O. I think it's O. But anyways, she's very attractive,
Yep.
but I wouldn't want to mess with Grim Reaper on her back. Angel of Life and
Nah.
Angel of Death. I don't think I'd like. Yeah, you're very attractive. Keep that thing from touching me because it literally would kill me. So has a mind of his own. I don't like that. So yeah, again, women that I would be like, oh man, you're a thorn. You're like a rose. I don't want to touch you or not.
And let's see here now.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with mine now. I'm gonna go with Zero Suit Samus.
Zero Suit Samus. That was one of mine. Yes.
Zero Suit Samus. I'll take your regular suit too, right? It's not a problem, but at least take helmet off. At least let me see your face. But Zero Suit, I don't really have like I didn't tell my wife this. I don't have a thing for spandex. I really don't. I don't like spandex on her. It just doesn't really do a lot for me. But Samus pulls it off really well. She's a blonde, which is usually not my thing at all. I like redheads. But her character in the series is also another woman that is proud of herself, and she don't have like this overly feminine side of her though. She has a bit of a tomboy side to her, I would say. And I'm down for that. Completely down for a tomboy. Um,
Yeah.
and, and of course she's a badass. I don't, but probably as far as like, a lot of people make a lot of jokes, but I don't know if it's actually true or not. Does she really have a thing for birdmen or bird people in the series?
I don't know.
A lot of people make a joke about that. I'm like, is there some canon behind like? Do I need to work?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll do some cosplay if that's what she wants.
Hey,
You know,
you gonna strap on some wings? Huh?
I'll strap on some wing and put a beak on my face and I'll 3D print it. I don't care. Uh, if that's what gets her both, her engine ripping, I'll do it. But the joke behind it's always been such a like a
All right. So we went zero. You went Zero Suit Samus. So I'm gonna pull out 2B.
2B. Yes, please. Um, that's a game with great assets and wonderful views.
Let me tell you. Stripper name?
Stripper Ninja.
Stripper Ninja? Yeah. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Jesus. That's all I can say.
I would like dare say like I think most women would look good in that outfit. Like just yes, like try it out. I would complain. That skirt, that whole outfit, that whole little thing would be like a man's paradise of just like no, honey, you walk in front of me. Go ahead, go walk. Go walk.
I'm doing nothing. There is nothing on the TV. There's nothing on the computer. Nothing. Hey, you just stand there, baby.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I just walk around a little bit. I'll just play like I'm the camera from the video game.
Squirrel.
Yeah,
Squirrel.
I'm the camera from the video game. I'm just trying to make sure it feels like I'm. I don't know. At 2B also white hair, which is women. I admit women don't have that, but it's also like she has short hair, which is something I'm not totally into at all. But 2B is one of those type of women out there that can pull off short hair, and I don't care.
I know. I'm not a big fan of short hair either, but damn if she don't look good with that hair. That
Mm-hmm.
shit is. Mm.
Even if she had an eye patch, I wouldn't care. Like it doesn't really matter what's going on.
That's just part of the mystique, baby.
Yeah, and I am. Huh. I don't know how she like. It gets still one of those games though that people are like, oh my god, like in real life, this outfit is so unnecessary. A lot of people might say, well, if I was fighting, I wouldn't want myself to get in my way either. That's all I'm gonna say. If I was a fighting person, I wouldn't want to let things that would drag me or get caught on things or anything in the way. And she doesn't really mind it, so I don't mind it either. It's and her personality also is a strong, whoop your ass. Like she's a robot. Is she a robot? I forget. She's a robot, right?
She's an android.
Android. So humanoid android, but she's methodical. She's
Which means she doesn't give out a steam.
she haven't run out of power. Oh man, give it another 30 to 20 years. I'd say we're already going with robotics. It's only a matter of time when things start getting weird with it. But it's definitely a character that I find that she would be one of those kind of people that she could probably wear anything. She still look cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her personality is a little dry though. A lot of times it's not like she's not a very emotional person. She's not
a very matter of fact kind of a person.
Yeah, so she is methodical.
Reminds me of somebody I might know.
So sometimes it's a random effect of personality that can get you attracted to it. But
Right.
seeing her for what she was very good at the game. Again, first thing you see in anybody is their looks, and just looking at her, you would go up to her and find out what she's about. But promise, you might be a little turned off about her, a little bit of matter of fact personality that's a little dry, and still doesn't really know how to act human just yet. Like it's there, but she's still working out, human emotions, which it's one of those things that I feel like they could definitely expand upon, maybe in universe, and maybe flesh out the characters a little bit more when it comes to their personal traits and who they are. But I can see where you're going with that. That is a very all right. So my next and actually my last, because I know you have a lot more. I do not. This is my last one. And
I got one more, but it encompasses several in it.
okay, and this is a character that I don't know how to pronounce it right, so I'm gonna let my little voice thing do it. So if you hear the name, Kisakawakala, I believe it's Mayan. So sorry if I mispronounce that. I believe it's Mayan because this character is actually when mythology, as far as I understand, she was a dragon god, but she's from the anime Dragon Maid. And for everybody that know this woman's been cosplayed by hundreds, if not thousands of people because she is cute and bubbly, and she's also one of those characters that are complete chill, right? Like she's a blonde, she's not ditzy, but she's like, what up, bro? Like she's completely like a tomboy in a lot of ways. Just she knows she's pretty. She doesn't quite understand how she's dressing can be a little bit overbearing, if that makes sense. She's not shy about showing her figure, her human form, because she is a dragon, but she had a human form, which would, of course, that would be like first I would see human form. And my wife was like, "Yeah, I see why you like her." And I'm like, "Yeah, but she's also just cute as can be." Like she has a beautiful voice. When you actually listen to her in the anime, the intro and outro, you actually hear the voice actor of the character. Her voice is gorgeous. I've never heard of such a angelic voice in my life. I've heard some pretty beautiful women out there singing, but this woman's voice in Japanese sounds just soothing. And of course, her personality is just the kind of woman I would be wanting to hang out with. You know what I'm saying? Like I can hang out with her and not have to try to be like, okay, what do I gotta do and say to get with you? It's like kind of woman. Even if I did get with her, she'd just be at the light, just be around, like a stoner that's not stone. That's the best way I can describe it. I know some people might think like, oh, Aisha, what about Aisha from Outlaw Star? I'm not going with her because She's too much.
Too much for you.
She is way too much. She like some anime, some episodes she's just right, and some episodes like no, you're so stupid. I can't do that. I can't do stupid.
Okay, so my next one, I'm not even I'm gonna call the name of the anime because it encompasses several females in it.
Okay, it's
It's
up.
called Ruby.
Oh man, okay. Well, there's bad guys in that show, and there's good guys in that show. So you're gonna go from both sides scales here. You're gonna go.
Yeah, we can go both ways, but we're gonna start on the good side. I mean, you got you got Blake,
Mm-hmm.
our redneck cat girl. I mean, who wouldn't? You know, and then on top of that, you got Yang, the blonde sister that's built like somebody fucking just poured a female in a mold and said, "Boom, here it is." You know.
Yeah, the most iconic figurine.
For me, honestly, Weiss and Ruby are attractive as hell too, even though they're not as built as say Blake or Yang. Um, their personalities make them adorable.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, Weiss has that whole I'm above it all. I'm a royal types, but
Bit
when
of
the shit hits
arrogance.
when the shit hits the fan, she realizes, oh, okay, huh, need help. And then Ruby is just adorably fucking hard headed.
Mm.
She is going to do
Mm.
what she is going to do, and she don't give a damn what nobody says. She gonna get to the heart of the matter, and she looks good while she does it. You know, hell, you've seen Ruby's mom.
Yeah, Ruby's mom has got it going on.
Yeah,
Um.
Ruby's mom ain't. She's strong. She's powerful. She's no fucks to give, and she looks good while she does it.
Yeah, those kind of characters I would like them to flesh out a little bit more, because her character is a little one-sided when it comes to like, yeah, I'm a hunter. I kill bad people. I'm protecting my daughters. Serious woman.
Yeah, she
That's
ain't no joke.
that's pretty much all you need to know about her. It's like she is serious.
Yep.
And that is not in the picture, so she kind of has to be a little bit of like,
I
hey,
mean, Dad's there, but Dad's at home because he's not a hunter.
yeah,
Dad just tries to be there when they come home from a bad day, and it's like, well, honey, it's kind of like this. I mean, look at what happened to her sister. She lost her damn arm.
she made up Full Metal Alchemist style though.
Yeah, baby.
So again, another character that would miss an arm, can miss a leg, and I don't know if I would completely care. But yeah, Ruby is a good show. I'm not really into the main character though, personally. I like her like superhero attitude about like never give up, never surrender. Yeah, push forward. That's nice, but it's not a personality trait that I would personally like go into. The what's the name of the white hair one?
Wife.
Weiss. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad taste in my tongue. When you first meet her, I just didn't like her. When I just that was just it was like, oh, she's pretty.
You were not supposed to like her to begin with. You
Yeah.
to grow to like her.
And that was a very hard upper heel fight for me to come to like her. I have the entire series, season 1 and 2. I don't know if they finished season 3 or not on DVD or not, but I have season 2, 1 and 2 actually on DVD. I like the show. Just her. It took me a very, 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 very long time to even like stand her character. Even then, to this day, I wouldn't be like, yeah, they kind of like, no, just, she doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is. Normally, I don't mind a woman being strong and being, maybe she's too prideful. Maybe too prideful is a better word for it. Too prideful, even to a fault.
Well, I mean, sit straight.
Yeah, it took a long time though, a long time. Oh, that's a heel to fight for. Okay, so that is the list. My list is about the same as last week. I can't think of any bald women though, because I don't think there is any bald women in video games and anime. At least not yet.
Okay, so on a separate note, Ikora.
Who's Ikora? Let me.
Ikora from
Even try my ass.
from Destiny.
Well, that just shows you I don't play Destiny.
So here you go. Question:
I don't know Baldwin in video games.
How much of the new Halo live action have you gotten through?
The TV show?
Yeah.
I haven't touched it at all because I have unfortunately heard too much to really bravely just say fuck it and just try it.
I have gotten through a few episodes,
Uh-huh.
and boy, howdy. Let me tell you, there are a few changes to canon. You can't help that because they turned it into a television show. Okay, but I will say this: for the most part, I've enjoyed the show.
Okay, side note, Ikora is very attractive. I just don't know her personality.
She is
A fucking badass.
she is a badass, bro.
Okay, badass, but personality, like she's a human.
She's very
Snooty, but she does admit to her role.
she's educated, very knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
She knows she's a spy master.
She can tell you pretty much anything you want to know, and if she makes a mistake, no matter how
Bad looking it is.
proud she is of herself, she will admit to it.
Yeah, she does look like a very proud woman. She's very attractive.
I didn't mention Petra or Mara.
Listen, man, there's
No,
some things I reserve for myself.
It's supposed to be all around.
Okay,
I'm
well,
calling it all
if
around.
that's the case, then we would have put Petrovenge and Marsolv in there.
Both from Destiny. Okay. Again, I don't like. I played Destiny a little bit, and that was it. I did not go like all the way
Let's
through.
see here.
But okay, so how you feeling about the Halo series? I've heard like it's not Halo, and even director admitted that it was not from the original Halo series.
Like I said, they've made some changes to canon.
Mm-hmm.
But if I set that aside and I watch the show for what it is, I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Okay.
Because Spartans do what Spartans do.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the shit out of anything that gets in their fucking way.
Okay.
The way they go about introducing Cortana into it is quite interesting. It is a little bit different than canon, but it is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And they give some explanations on certain things because I don't know if you remember when you pick up the first Halo, you're told, about the Spartans and how they can't remove themselves from their armor.
Yeah,
because of the modifications and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't always the case with the Spartans.
Okay.
They were modified to a point to begin with. They were still stronger, faster. They could still beat the shit out of Covenant, but they could remove their armor. And then later, as shit got worse progressively, and they had to continue to mess with the Spartan program, is when they get to that point. Well, in the show, we're kind of prior to the whole being bound strictly to the armor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see where they were at that point because I think they took some liberties to try to fill in some gaps from prior. Like, this is kind of how it was beforehand, And
Okay, so that makes you think and wonder because the director said, and I'm quoting from her, she did not do any research at all. So how did she come to know this information about Spartans not always being almost one-to-one with the armor?
I don't know. I don't know that she knew. She may have done it by fluke, to be perfectly honest. Because she may have been going for the whole aspect of, everybody's always seen Master Chief as Master Chief in the Halo armor.
Yes.
But everybody's always wondered, what does Master Chief look like? So she may have been trying to aim for that. Let's give him a little more Master Chief without the armor. Give him a little face and body inside that, so that when they're playing the game, maybe it becomes a little more personable.
Yes.
And dude, they picked a big ass fucker to play him. I mean, granted, he's not 8 foot tall. They'd have had to go to the NBA and stretch some people to get that, but I mean, he's a big ass.
Yeah.
And he looks a little battle worn when you look at his face. Like, I am tired, and all I have to do is kill fuckers all day, and I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
They play with this whole thing. Spartans aren't supposed to have any memories prior to them being Spartans. That shit's supposed to be erased. But if you notice in the Halo games, it seems like Master Chief knows a little more about himself than most of the other Spartans you encounter. Well, they play with why that is in this.
Again, another thing that they wouldn't know unless they actually did some
Yeah.
prior information or so.
You know,
She may have done the research, but it's saying she didn't do it because that way she can avoid getting in trouble.
I'm at the point where
True,
I think
true.
maybe the director didn't do the research, but maybe the screenwriters did.
Okay, possibly as well. Possibly as
You
well.
get what I'm saying? So they play with that a little bit because um they put a little twist on why Cortana was brought into it. So
Mm.
in the game, Cortana was originally brought into it because she's supposed to be a battle enhancement. She's supposed to help him figure shit out faster and all that shit. She's supposed to be a support,
Yeah, she's
which
like add-on.
she does do in the show. But they also allude to another reason as to why Cortana was brought in, and you need to watch it to understand it. I don't want to give it away, but it makes you think. It kind of makes sense because you would want to do something, you know, for this. But yeah, like I said, you have to watch it. But it's very interesting, and I love the play that they do between Cortana and him
Mm-hmm.
because in the show she can show up at any time, any fucking where, whenever the hell she wants to, because she's a generated hologram from him. Doesn't matter where the fuck he's at. She just poof, here I am.
I thought she does it through the chip that's in his suit.
Mm, the chip's not in his suit.
Okay, so they found a new way of putting the chip inside of him. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I also
It doesn't matter if he's in the suit, out the suit. She can just look at that poof, genie.
also heard they gave the Master Chief a lot more human emotions, which
well, he
No
what?
and yes.
No and yes. Okay, so originally he doesn't.
yes, he doesn't have any.
He doesn't. But there's a reason why he gains them, and even in Halos, as you play them, you notice he gets a little more each game, a little more human in the
Yeah.
way he reacts and talks about things. There's a reason for that shit too, and they put something in there to kind of explain that. Whether that's canon or not, that particular part, I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
they did put something in there to kind of help you understand. This is why he starts understanding, being a little more human. Um, it kind of makes sense. Honestly, though, I don't know what kept in certain things, even in the games. I don't know what did make him go on a rampage towards the UNC.
Yeah, I can see that.
They did some shit on the down low, you know, um, and purposely left all the Spartans out of it, so they didn't know that the shit was done. That Master Chief, through everything he goes through, slowly pieces together. And if
Yeah.
I would have been him, there'd have been a Halo Reach, and it wouldn't have been because of Covenant.
Mm.
I went ape shit.
Yeah, but in the actual series, the stuff, as far as I'm understanding, isn't really either told or doesn't really happen. Because they definitely wanted a little bit more of as far as understanding, a lot more human, emotional, and connections to things, especially with the rebels and what they were doing and how they felt.
They did. That's Mara Salva I just sent you, by the way.
Okay.
But they did that because, like I said, there's a filler there that explains why it happens, why he gets. I mean, because he himself explains that he doesn't feel anything at all, no emotions, no nothing, unless this specific thing happens.
Mm.
So
Okay.
there's an explanation there for that, and then he does something himself because he's trying to understand what the fuck, you know. And but anyway, what I was saying, getting back to the Cortana thing, is there are a few comical spots in there that I found hilarious, like where because out the rip he didn't want to have shit to do with Cortana.
Okay.
He didn't think he needed it.
When he was a kid, or when he was adult?
No. When they implanted him as an adult.
Okay, because the actual series, as far as I remember, they first meet when they were kids.
No,
Or he was a kid.
Me
Cortana.
no,
too, but
they meet because she's in development by the doctor.
Mm.
She's not attached to him at that point.
Okay.
Okay, but in the show, they're trying to sell her to him like she's gonna be an add-on. She's gonna make you faster, smarter, stronger, and he's like, I don't need it
Mm.
because he don't feel anything. So he's like, I don't understand what the fuck you want me to do this. I don't want it. I don't need it. You know,
Okay.
so their initial relationship is kind of like, "Hi, I'm Cortana, go the fuck away."
It's
But
like a video game. Hey, I'm Skip. Hey, Skip. Okay, Skip.
but
Skip.
she does this shit. She does this little pop up randomly shit
Uh-huh.
sometimes, and there's moments where he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She's like, "I'm introducing." No, why are you here? Go away. Do not want you here. And she's like, "I'm just introduced," and go the fuck away. Be gone. Turn off. I mean, like he's hollering like commands you would type on a keyboard trying to get her to fucking go away, and she's just like looking at him like, "Bitch, I don't work that way." It's not
Alt
how I
F4.
work.
Alt F4. Alt F4.
It's not
Control
working.
Alt Delete. Where's my tab at? How do you turn off
And
Katana?
Shit's hilarious though in some spots, and I'm just like, I'm finding parts of the story, even like I said, even the ones that aren't canon.
Mm,
If you like action, but you like action that has some story with it,
mm.
and you can separate yourself from the canon, you will enjoy the show.
Okay.
There's no way you can't.
I'm so proud of you.
So,
Because honestly, when I first started watching it, I was like, I hope that they didn't fuck up the canon.
mm,
But to me, they've done a good enough job with what they've done that at this point, I don't even care if there was a video game or not prior to this. I
oh,
just want to watch the show because the show's good.
gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if you had taken and said, okay, there's Halo video games and then there's Halo the show. This is not this. They're two separate things. I'd have been fine with it.
Mm.
If there'd have been, here's just a show. There was never a video game. I would be fine with the show.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let's say, okay, my friend's done. Let's just say you just take out the name Halo. Just take out the name Halo. Just take out the word Master Chief, right? You take that franchise out of the show,
Yep.
and then just make a whole new world that has aliens attacking, rebels, superhuman soldiers, and armor.
Yep.
That is this TV show.
Well, no, there are elements of Halo game in it.
Mhm.
Okay, all those are in it. There are elements in it. It's just not necessarily strictly canon. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? But yeah, if you took Halo completely out of it and just dropped the show in front of me, I'd still watch the hell out of it.
Okay, so couldn't they've done that?
Well, no,
No.
no, not. Well, let me see how to.
So
Say.
you
They
say,
could do it. They could do that. Yes, they could do that.
But there's too much.
But they would have had to change the way the Spartans look. They'd have had to change the way the aliens look because that's part of the canon.
yeah, I can see
But
see that.
yes, you could very much do that, and I would still watch the show.
So it would probably been okay. Do you feel like the word or the name Halo carried that TV show pilots and all that scene forward? Like they needed it in order to
No,
become a good show?
I don't think they needed it to make it, but there is enough of the canon in the show, like with the Coven,
Mm,
with the Outpost, with the artifacts, with the Ring, with the Flood, with
mm,
all of that, that the name is not lost being on the show. Some of it may have changed a little bit because it is television,
yeah.
and they had to either fill in some gaps or tweak some stuff to make it. Because, things work in games because you are that person.
Yeah. Again, you.
Sometimes you have to tweak the things in a TV show because you're not that person. You're watching that
Mm,
person. So
yeah.
you need a different type of information.
Yeah, because like
So
I've always saying that Halo, the video games you are a pilot in the story. You're playing a character that's going through the story. The character
right,
is not the story. The
right,
story and your character is playing through the story as if, and you're just walking
right,
around with with the play.
right,
And the TV
right.
show is about the characters in
Yeah,
Halo.
and so they had to fill in some of the gaps. They had to change a little bit of stuff to make those characters make you understand the characters.
Hmm.
So, and I'm not gonna lie to you. There's gonna be plenty of people out there that are gonna raise hell. Oh, this is not strictly canon. Oh, this is not perfect. No show based on a book, an anime, manga, or anything else is going to be 100% canon. It's never going to happen. They are going to have to change a few things to make it make you be able to perceive it from the third person view versus the character view.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get the
but that
plausible
being
deniability about not saying, "Hey, I looked up anything in the video game." I think it's a little bit of shot in the foot. Like it should, like, yeah, I didn't, but this person did. So at least they have, like, that's my
But
scapegoat.
I will say that it is very interesting, and I will give you this. You know how we cut up about The Witcher?
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes of The Witcher, there's usually a wholesale slaughter.
Hmm.
Okay, they didn't change that. Within 5 minutes of Halo, there's a
Hmm.
fucking slaughter.
And in every in every episode, I would imagine, right?
Well, it's not every episode, but that original first episode,
Hmm.
you get like 5 minutes of love and harmony, and then everything dies.
Yeah, I heard something about that. People I've watched, and I'm not really subscribed to them, but I saw some people doing, was Angry Joe here on YouTube. So everybody knows
Yep.
Angry Joe. They absolutely hate the series. They hate it even more because every time I do a review on the show, their whole video gets taken down. So like I
Listen,
think that's a little bit of bad from the PR side of things. And then
listen,
there's another one out there, forget his name, does sort of reviews.
listen. They're gonna hate it. There's gonna be people that hate it.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, as one friend to another, separate yourself from Halo when you watch it, and just think about it as it is, and
Hmm.
you will enjoy it.
All right.
If you do not do that, you are going to be pissed off. There's nothing you can do about that because that's. I mean, you're going to not. You're not going to give it a chance to show you what it is. Okay.
Gotcha. The
I
problem is,
mean,
only thing
yeah.
I can have attachments to is other video games. 'Cause I didn't read, like I said, I didn't read the books, like, reading, and I didn't very much watch the TV show or the anime series. If I
Well,
did, I don't remember it.
I will give you that they start out pre Cortana, move into the Cortana, and start moving on from there. And I'm very interested to see how this whole relationship with him and her going to work with the little bit of tweaking they've done to it.
Hmm.
Because I kind of like it, because it doesn't just give you that whole, oh, they're gelling right out the beginning, you know? Because let's be honest, someone gets slammed in your head, you're not going to gel right off the gate.
Especially if I
Right off
can't
the
give,
get emotions or not, you're going to be a little, why the fuck are you in my head?
yeah, especially since you can't really detach yourself from them, because
Right,
because in the armor, it's just literally like, all right, shut up, click.
right,
Can't say that now, can you? If you wanted to, but
right.
if the person's literally inside your head all the time, and hell, you could be in the middle of taking a shit and somebody pop in front of you, I might be a little
And,
annoyed too.
in the canon, they talk about how Dr. Halsey,
Mm,
in the canon, based Cortana largely upon herself.
yes.
They didn't take that away. Cortana is largely still based upon Dr. Halsey.
And that's information you would need to know about when you come from the game. So somebody there did some research.
Yeah. So, but there's info on how they created Cortana that we were not privy to. And I don't know if it's just their way of creatively giving us a visual of how Cortana came to be
Yeah.
or not. But I will say this. I was like, damn. Just damn.
Okay. So, okay. Two last questions for the show then. One, in your opinion, could the show been better off or worse off with a lot more canon from the video games and from the books?
I could say that I feel like that it a show based off of a book or a video game is always going to be
Difficult.
better for the fans of that particular video game book
Yeah, I'm talking about
than
this
what
all
it,
around, like new
all
people to
around.
new people to fans.
New people, the fans, I think it kind of hits in the middle.
Mm,
I think you're going to draw in new viewers. I think you're going to have some fans that are understandable, like me, that says, okay, I get y'all had to tweak some of this shit. A little bit of it's different. We're looking at it from a different viewpoint. I get that, and they're still going to go with it. But you're also always going to have those new people that are like, oh, it's just a Halo thing from that video game that aren't going to give a shit. And you're going to have those fans that are going to go, it's not purely canon. You know?
mm,
But it's for
The
what
Harry Potter
for what it is,
mm.
I think they hit as close to the center mark as they could.
Okay. All right. And then lastly, is the show marginally about Master Chief?
Marginally.
Like, is the majority of it Master Chief, or is it a lot of other characters? And like,
Oh no,
here's a little bit of Master Chief. A lot of
I
characters,
would
a little bit of Master Chief.
I would say it's 50% Master Chief, 25%, you know, what's going on with the Covenant, and 25% would be the rest of the characters. So you're not like struggling to know shit about people,
Hmm.
but they keep the focus on the person that's dealing with the heavy.
With the heaviest of shit. So whatever the most like dire situation might be,
Right.
they're the character
Whatever the
that's
most dire situation. Let's say you're an orphan that got thrown into some bullshit, right? And you were saved and taken to this place. There's going to be moments where it's going to shift to what the fuck is that orphan doing?
hmm.
You know, they're not going to